In a heartfelt interview with Guitar World, Black Sabbath guitarist Tony Iommi shared fond memories of his friendship with Eddie Van Halen and the groundbreaking influence Eddie had on the world of guitar playing. The topic arose when Iommi was asked about the last guitarist to truly impress him on a technical level. "The first one was Eddie Van Halen," Iommi replied. "When they toured with us early on in their career, I thought he was really good and had come up with something very different for its time. Nowadays, you can see how all the technical players have learned from Eddie. The funny thing about him was, much like me, he didn't read music or anything. It was all from feel. He was inventing stuff just using his ears." Iommi also reflected on the evolution of guitar techniques, contrasting Eddie's intuitive playing style with today's precision-focused approach. "Some of the guitar playing I hear these days is too technical. You have to be precise on this note or that note. I can't do that. If I do a solo on a record, it's never the same live. I can't reproduce what I did in the studio. I'll do something similar but not exact." Eddie Van Halen held a deep admiration for Iommi as well, and the two shared a close bond during their time touring together. "He was great. We became really close friends on that tour because we went out for 8 months or something like that," Iommi recalled. "He used to come round to my room in the hotel because we'd often be staying at the same one, and we'd stay up for hours talking. It was lovely, and we stayed friends through the years until he passed. He was a great friend, such a nice guy who did so much for us guitar players. I really liked Eddie." Iommi also reminisced about a special jam session they shared during one of Van Halen's visits to England. "Van Halen came over to play in England, so he got in touch with me. He was in Birmingham and wanted to meet, but we were rehearsing that day, so I didn't think we'd get together. Then I suggested he came to rehearsal and he said he'd love to, so that's what he did." He continued, "I picked him up at the hotel and we went by the guitar shop so he could bring one along and have a play. It was good. The other guys couldn't believe it. At the time, it was the lineup with Tony Martin, Bobby Rondinelli, and Geezer. I turned up with Eddie and they were like, 'What's going on?' We all ended up having a play together and it was a lot of fun." Iommi's reflections honor Van Halen's enduring legacy and offer a glimpse into the camaraderie and mutual respect that defined their friendship, cementing their place as two of rock's greatest guitar legends.